What's up, my people? How's it going for you guys today? Welcome back to Judge James. I came on here to talk to you guys today about self-sabotaging, my story with it, and how can my story help you guys get to the next level on your trading journey. I had a long history with self-sabotaging. Every unprofitable trader, every struggling trader um, is known and as seen very often all have a problem with self sabotaging. I just wanted to come here and talk to you guys about a couple of times I've self sabotaged and how did I get myself from doing that less. Of course, it's not completely complete, of course, because I'm still not profitable. I'm not where I want to be. Um, some ways I self sabotage myself. So I used to over leverage. I said I will only trade with this amount of capital. I will only use this. I only put this amount of risk on, and I'm putting more risk, um, dismantling everything from the very moment of the trade, before the trade was even when the trade was placed. I already lost that trade because I didn't follow my rules. So following how much I wanted to already risk, which is red flag. It's not part of my process. So when you do something that's outside of your system or your process, the following of the next, it's like programming. The following the next steps in that system is just not functioning. Also, what I used to do, I used to over leverage. I used to trade every day. Um, as traders, we gotta learn less is more. As you guys know, I only trade 3 times out the week. My trading plan consists of only trading 3 times out the week. I used to trade every single day. Then, when there was a day I didn't want to trade, I ended up trading anyways. And that stems from a very bad habit of not knowing less is more and not trading I'm sorry, not actually yes, trading every day. And it stems from trading every day. I used to trade every day. That's where it stems from, and I learned to only to do less. Less is more. I'm also still sabotage myself by you guys notice everyone does this when they're not profitable. They trade not their setup. So not just on top of me trading every single day, I used to trade not my setup, um, which after time, I had to figure out what was my setup. My setup, of course, you guys know, is breakout, test of VWAP, and then also a test of the level that I pay attention to that trading session. But I didn't have a setup that I was looking for. Um, I didn't really have anything, a good indicator to tell me to enter a trade or to not enter a trade. I would just enter a trade, and any setup I saw, I took. So that rubbed off on me wrong and led me to spiraling and not getting familiarized with one setup that I take every single time. Um, Ways to prevent this. I have coached where I have learned how to prevent some of these. Of course, not so long ago I did over leverage, which led me to not spiral down, but it was just a step back that I really didn't want to take, but over leverage. So um, whenever you self sabotage yourself or go out your way to shoot yourself in the foot. When you look at that perspective, compared to taking that stop loss hit, um, It's basically a cut. So I want to tell you, I want to give you guys a good visualization on it. When you let trades hit your stop loss, that's a cut. But when you see, okay, when you risk right and you let it hit your stop loss, that's a cut. But when you over leverage and then also not on top of that, not use a stop loss, you let it bleed all the way until you like, oh, most definitely. And I'm not talking about trades that you wait for market structure to break, but I'm talking about when market structure already is broken. I've done this multiple times. I've had a really bad habit of doing it. Of course, I'm still on my journey of getting to profitability. But when I say that's a cut compared to what you're doing over leveraging and waiting for it to bleed, or you shooting yourself in the foot. Tomorrow you can still go places with that cut. All you gotta do is get take care of the blood and put a band aid on. But when you go to that cut, you gotta go to the hospital. You gotta get it all, wait for all this to heal up, and then um, hopefully not shoot yourself in the foot the next day. Maybe the next day um, you don't do nothing at all because you saved yourself the trouble. You shoot yourself in the foot, which you shouldn't be doing at all. It should always be a cut or a not cut at all, or it should be a progress being made. But I don't really have an example for winning trade. I just got an example for two different, because that's how I explain mine. Two different processes of losing: the proper way of losing, and then just the sad reality of not taking that bullet, biting that bullet. You always rather want to take the bullet, bite the bullet. When they always say bite the bullet, you still here. When you bite the bullet, you're disintegrating the bullet. But if you're not biting the bullet, you're taking a bullet. So take what you with that. I also wanted to talk about um, some more stuff about how can it be prevented. So your trading plan. Your trading plan will always save you on your trading plan. If you follow everything in your trading plan, everything should go right. Your rules should be ruled inside your trading plan, so that go hand in hand. And then also your system. So I said in my video previously that my system is to wait for my alert to go off. After I wait for my alert to go off, I see if I enter the trade or not with a test of the VWAP and shown conviction and shown volume to whichever side, if I'm playing downside or upside. Um, Make sure that it's actually breaking out, and I see a nice continuation um, from that bounce from the VWAP or that level. Um, that's what I'll see and wait for my entry. And also, depending if it's news or not, I make sure I try to enter like kind of before news, because depending on news, it can either go towards into your favor, not into your favor. So that's kind of a play by ear when I do trade. Um, and some of the reasons why I got an example for myself. Some reasons why self self sabotaging happen. From my own experience, I don't know if you guys experience. Hopefully, y'all can come together and talk about our all experience when we are profitable, our own experiences. But it was just from me not thinking I was going to catch a good trade the next day or my next trading session. Just not thinking the next time I trade, that it might, actually go in my favor, and not taking this trade so heavily that that's currently the current trade that I'm currently taking, not taking it so heavily. gotta make sure we all gotta make sure, trader, we don't take the current trade so heavy, heavy, not heavy, I should say so heavy, because if we take this trade so heavy, maybe we don't carry that into our next trading session. Um, yeah, but limit to release and um, being scared. I was scared of if I didn't take this trade, which it goes back what I was telling you earlier in the video. Um, Taking trades based on every day I will take a trade, and it wasn't my setup, and it was a scarcity factor that played in part when I would take a trade, because if I didn't take this trade, I feel like something will happen. Like I won't get the opportunity again, or I won't the opportunity won't show itself again. But I said in the last video, I'm gonna say this because it's so true. Every trader who is struggling with profitability should hear this. The market, the market will provide more opportunity sooner than the money you lose, and vice versa. You will run out of money before the market run out of opportunity. Um, yeah, just came on here, you guys. I'm trying to spread something. Sausage. Hopefully your guys stay going good so far, and hopefully I can give you some insight to what you need into your journey, taking your skills and your journey to the next level. I hope that helped you guys out today. Thank you for watching, and we got a lot to bring to this channel. We got a lot to bring to each other. And let's just help each other out during and through all of our journeys. Um, that's it. See y'all in the next one. Peace out.